Gas Network presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Welcome to your favorite sports show. This is Sports for the Culture. I am tonight's host, Young Rome 22 on all platforms as always. And I'm going to kick it to the fellas so they can introduce themselves. I'm going to start with the lowly Giants fan on the bottom left.
Hey, man. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you fellas and to the audience, man. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful Thursday. And if y'all auntie, uncles talk crazy about why y'all single, man, just tell them how bad their mac and cheese or say something silly. Because there's always that one relative that want to say something wild to y'all because y'all single on a Thanksgiving weekend. It's always that one, well, in the Spanish episode nonetheless. So why
You sound like you're coming from a place of pain, my man.
I am. But besides that, before I let you guys talk, I just want to have two claims. I just want to say Juan Soto, please sign with the Yankees. Please sign with the Yankees. And Shadir Sanders, man, you're going to be a Giants. You're going to come to the New York Giants, and you're going to make us great again. How Theo Trumpito's making America great again, you're going to make us great again.
See, this is. I let the Giants fan go first because y'all aren't going to be first in anything for quite some time. And this is what you start us off with, just a hope and a prayer.
Oh, hey, a dollar in the dream, right?
You got to have something. Y'all did Daniel Jones a little dirty, but
Man,
we get in that
him.
another time.
He can eat that gabagool.
Now we rocking with Tommy DeVito on Thanksgiving. Look what the Giants then gave us, man. Let's go to the top left.
Bryce, XXV double I, aka Mr. Big Leaguer. Y'all see how I'm coming today? Got the paraphernalia on me. We rocking with the Commanders, man. It was a tough loss. Real tough loss, one of the toughest losses probably in franchise history. Well, I say craziest losses in franchise history, maybe in NFL history, honestly. But, we bounce back. Tennessee, here we come.
Yeah, man. The last 10 minutes of that Cowboys game, I actually lost my voice. Just got it back today. That was a hell of a game. The Terry touchdown, the Turpin kick return, all of it was crazy. One of the wildest NFL games. It was a wild weekend in the NFL. Definitely going to dive into that. But saving what some might say the best for last. The resident Eagles fan, your team is currently at the top of the division, really at the top of the conference right there with the Detroit Lions. So how you feeling, man? Let the people know.
I feel good, man. What up, Scruff? You feel me? Offense, we rolling, man. But fun fact for you guys. The Giants spent more money on Drew Lock and Devin Singletary's salaries than we pay for Saquon Barkley. Let that sink in, folks. They pay more for those two guys that don't even see the field. They chose to play Tommy Cutlets over the guy they paid money, the money that they trying to save that they couldn't pay Saquon. Crazy, right? And that's your organization. And you want to send a young man there. You want to send a young Sanders there. Why you don't like why you trying to ruin people, bro? I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say.
Oh man, the Giants don't deserve no Shedeur Sanders, man. Y'all gonna mess around and win a couple games and not even be in position to draft Shedeur. End up with Carson Beck.
On that young man's lives, man.
But before we start jumping in and talking about future rookie quarterbacks, let's start with the current rookie quarterbacks, man. And we can talk about my Commanders while we're at it, because originally it was looking like my man Jayden Daniels had it on lock. Rookie of the year, he was winning Rookie of the Week every week for the first half of the season. Things have slowed down quite a bit for the Commanders, losing 3 straight. We talked about that loss to Dallas in the opening. And on the flip side, for the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix has been playing better and better each week. You throw the tape on, and it's honestly really impressive what you see from Bo Nix. So I'm interested to get y'all's thoughts on the Rookie of the Year race between Bo Nix and Jayden Daniels. And if you think there's another rookie in there Maybe even a defensive rookie that plays DB that might want to get thrown in the mix. Feel free to throw that guy's name in there too if you want to. But I'm gonna start with Bryce on this one, man. What are you thinking of the rookie of the year so far?
I mean, I don't see how it couldn't be Jaden Daniels so far. Like, what are we talking about here? I mean, Jaden Daniels has more passing yards than Bo Nix, and he played literally one less game. Let's not forget, Jaden Daniels got hurt a play into a game, ended up with 9 yards in the game because he didn't play after the first quarter. So essentially missed an entire game of football and still has more yards than Bo Nix. One less touchdown, but I mean, Jaden Daniels is also on pace for 1,000 yards with, I mean, how many rushing touchdowns is he up to, Rome? Is it?
I believe 4 or 5, 8. Damn, yeah.
Gotta be more than 4 or 5. I'm not sure what it is, honestly. I'm throwing the number.
I'll pull it up.
But maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 5. But in the day, he's got over 550 rushing yards. So he could easily eclipse 1,000 rushing yards. And if you're talking about a quarterback that throws for over 3,500 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards, I mean, that's like next level production. So Bo Nix is on pace to throw for around the same amount of passing yards, but the rushing is really separates Jaden Daniels, and to me makes him clear-cut rookie of the year, despite Bo Nix's recent surge.
Yeah, Jaden has 12 in the air, 5 on the ground, so that's about 17 total. I mean, I gotta say, I gotta agree with you. We're probably a little biased, but to be fair, I have thrown on Bo Nix's tape, and it has been impressive. I do think some people are sleeping on him. G, what do you think of the rookie of the year race so far between Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels? And is there anyone else that you would throw in there? Oh, my boy's on mute. And Bryce, to be fair, Bo Nix does have 4 rushing touchdowns currently.
He does. I know he's got a decent amount of rushing yards, but
he has 4 more passing touchdowns than your boy.
He has how many more?
4 more.
How many does Bo Nix have?
12.
He's got 16.
To your 12.
So I mean, it's a pretty even matchup if you look at the numbers. I would say Jaden Daniels has definitely been, more highlight worthy, more spectacular. And if we're talking awards, when we talk the NBA MVP, we often talk about the moments. That's what separates you in those type of races. So I would say Jaden Daniels has the moments. But G, go ahead, jump in.
Besides that Hail Mary class, because I'm not even gonna say because the Bears fucked up, but yeah, that's Jaden Daniels' highlight moment right now. That Hail Mary, and then that amazing pass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm heading to the airport and I'm watching that Cowboys game. I'm like, man, ain't no way in God's green earth these fuckers are gonna come down. Who would have thought with that first pass? What was it, like 36 seconds, I believe, on the clock, and Scary Terry came to life. Geez, fucking Dallas defense secondary can't stop a fucking nosebleed. I'm like, no way, what the fuck am I watching? And then the kick. Whee! What was it? Right left or right? I don't remember. Can one of y'all two tell me?
Yeah, I think it was left. Huh?
Yeah, this guy.
Right left. Okay. and then the icing on top of the cake. That what was it? That kick that y'all tried to onsite for the tub.
Yeah, with the tub.
Oh man, perfect way to get back from Hawaii. But besides the point, I want to say it's looking like an even race right now. It's gonna come down to me who has the most wins, because we all got to put wins when it comes to this, not just stats but wins.
That's fair.
And I want to say whoever has the most win at the end of the year, I think that's the kid who is going to win the rookie of the year. I just want to say that I'm wrong about these two, but I was never wrong about Caleb Williams. I know that man is a bomb.
Leave it to G to take a shot. Scruff, man, what do you think about rookie of the year so far?
It's kind of a 2-man race. But honorary mention to Brock Bowers, who deserves some shine. Does deserve some shine. The reason being is that he's a generational talent at a position where we are seeing a lot of mediocrity. So what I'm seeing with Brock Bowers is he's the number 1 tight end in the league in his first season. He's kind of in a hybrid situation. Great player, great talent. He'll probably be the next best tight end for the next decade. So I do think he deserves there's some consideration, but the offensive rookie of the year is Jaden Daniels because of the elevator effect, what he lifted up, the way he's lifted up the team. Bo Nix has done the same thing, but Jaden Daniels has done it to a higher degree, more highlight plays, like y'all said. I like what y'all said. And then,
but the wins, how higher degrees when it's all about the wins. End of the day, what do we want?
I mean, they both got wins, bro. They both in the same place, pretty much. They both elevated them to wild card level teams. You know what I'm saying? So
both 7th seed right now.
Yeah, in my opinion, they've done about the same. But Jaden Daniels to me has done better because, you know what I'm saying? He was in the MVP conversation at one point. We damn sure was never talking about Bo Nix in that MVP conversation. And then, if we want to throw the defensive side out there, I want to throw one person out there. You already know who it is. It's Kenyon Mitchell, bro, the defensive rookie of the year. Kenyon strapping everybody that comes across his way. Eagles secondary, bro. They got 2 dogs in the first, and the first one was a first rounder, and they slept on him because they was prejudiced because he was a white man. It's crazy.
Yeah, now the Eagles definitely got a nice secondary, man. Some young dogs out there. Got to give a shout out to the DB coach.
He was a what, Nick?
I said they was prejudiced because he was a white boy from Iowa. They say he can't play corner. They say he don't got the speed. You feel me? Killing it in that nickel, bro.
He's holding his own. I mean, there's a first time for everything.
But not it, man.
They got a hell of a DB coach out there in Philly, man. Shout out to the boy Christian Parker, man. He's up and coming coach in the NFL. Keep your eye out for him.
Oh, that's your boy, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. You see what he's doing with your squad. You see what he's doing with your squad.
Them corners about to get him an upgrade. He about to be the next man up. Well,
he came from Denver with Surtain too, man. So you see he's got a good track record with young corners right now. But yeah, Philly's looking stout. Let's keep it pushing though, because while we talking about Philly, we could transition to this MVP talk because they got a candidate, a non-QB candidate, which is rare to see in Saquon Barkley, who I know this is probably gonna hurt a little bit, G, because you guys just gift wrap this man to the Eagles. But Saquon Barkley is killing it this season. Certainly the MVP for the Eagles. He's been the difference maker. What are the chances y'all think of him actually capturing the MVP though? As we know, it's become a quarterback award in the NFL. Do y'all see Saquon Barkley having a chance of getting it this year though? Jump on.
No chance. Now doing Lamar Jackson balling. Yeah, if there was no Lamar Jackson, I could see Saquon getting it. Except Lamar Jackson's putting up historic numbers week after week. I mean, what he's doing is ridiculous. And every week you look at his stats or you look at something he's done, he's the first player to ever something. Like whenever I see that consistently, first to ever something, I already know what time it is, bro. I can't see anybody getting over Lamar. I do think what Saquon is doing is unprecedented, though. I mean, he's going crazy right now. Travesty that the Giants let him go to the Eagles. Unbelievable blunder, bro. Like I can't even believe that. Like, bro, everyone should be fired. No one should have a job there. Like,
yeah, every time I see the clip of them talking, it's crazy.
GM should be fired right now. How does he still have a job? What's
Bro,
going on?
The Scout Report even try to tell them like, I don't think we're gonna find anything close to that.
Bro, what the hell is
that whole clip? There was the one guy there.
Like, buddy didn't listen to nobody.
Telling him like, yo, listen, there's really not that much out there that could be better than this guy. I think you should just pay him. He's literally trying to tell him the only scout in that fucking room. If you go watch that whole series, there's only one scout telling him like, yo, listen, there's not that much better of an option out there. He said that about Joe Mix. He said that about everybody. He was like, really, there's really not another option you have. Like, keep this kid. And for me, the Giants are trying to get away from the David Gettleman era. They didn't want to do it, double down.
That's like cutting off your nose. That's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, right?
And
I
exactly
mean,
what he did.
what the hell are we doing here, bro?
Son,
And they look foolish. But Saquon, as good as he's playing, I just feel like Lamar Jackson is just playing too. And like you said, man, it's a quarterback leaning award. I think if the award was judged on a curve per se, right, then Saquon would be definitely more in contention for the award. But unfortunately, it's not, right? And quarterback.
Because you can say the same thing about Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's been a big factor on that Ravens offense. Not that they have an official running back. They're not playing two different.
Let me ask you this though, Bryce.
The worst thing about the award though is that you could be the best offensive tackle and not let up a sack, not let up a pressure
all season, and not even be thought of.
And you're never gonna have a shot at that award, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never gonna have a shot at that, you know. And that's the thing. It's not an award that's weighted for any like fair performance. So there's no way to compare what Saquon is doing to what Lamar is doing in regards to who really deserves most valuable player. And I think that's the most fucked up part about it.
I think the easiest way to compare who's in contention for most valuable player to me is wins. If your team ain't winning, then it don't really matter to me what you're doing, because you're not the most valuable if your team in the league if your team's not winning. So to that point, I was going to ask you, do you think Lamar is still in the lead even though they're in second in their division? If they were to lose their division and the Eagles were to win theirs, would you still say Lamar is MVP over Saquon?
That's a good question. What are the Ravens up to? 8 wins right now?
Yeah, I believe they're a half game behind the Steelers. Just a half game.
They're like what, like 8? Yeah, 8. Okay, so
8-4 to 8-3 type shit.
That's interesting right there, man. And it's, I think I would say it doesn't matter if they're in the same stratosphere, right? Like for instance, if someone ran off like, you know, a 5,000-yard passing season, but their team was like 3-14, not so sure I'd be wanting to give them the award, even though that was a miraculous season. But when you're talking about you're in that 10-win range, 11-win range, and you're doing miraculous things, I can't hold that win total against you. But at the same time, if we were looking at the Eagles team and it was like one of those runs where they're undefeated and Saquon got this many yards, now that might tip the scales. You know what I'm saying? So there is a certain amount of wins or winning that could tip the scales, but I think it kind of got to be like this team's undefeated and Saquon got 1,500 yards, you know, halfway through the season, or a little more than halfway through the season.
Yeah, it's certainly a combination of how well you play as an individual and if your team's winning, because the top two teams, the Chiefs and the Lions, both got 10 wins, 1 losses, and I wouldn't say that there's any player on either one of those teams that are MVP caliber this season. Scruff, man, jump in here. Who do you think is winning MVP this season?
Honestly, it's a 3-man race. It's a 3-man race. It's between Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, who I would say is the favorite right now. If you know what I'm saying, if I'm being honest. Josh Allen looks like the favorite based on the way it's playing out, based on the numbers too. All sportsbook got him as the favorite, plus 150 across the board. Lamar Jackson is number 2 at plus 250. Saquon's actually number 3 at plus 400, ranging to plus 700 on some books. So I do think Saquon has a chance based on the odds, because Derrick Henry's nowhere in this conversation. But I will say that there's one path to victory for Saquon, and it's they got to beat the Ravens. They got to beat the Ravens this week, and Saquon has to be the difference in the game. Because if he has a couple of those runs and he's the difference in that game, then you know what I'm saying? And for Lamar struggles against a really good Eagles secondary, then that changes the narrative, right? But if they pretty much neck and neck the whole game and Derrick Henry and Saquon look equal, then bye-bye to the MVP. You know what I'm saying? He's not in the conversation anymore.
Wait, how is Josh Allen ahead of Lamar Jackson when Lamar Jackson has over 3,000 yards and Allen only has 2,542
wins?
Hey, bro, that's the odds, bro. That's the odds. I'm just telling you what the odds are.
It's wins. Lamar, the Steelers are 5th in the AFC right now. So
Yeah,
that
but you're
that
talking about
alone
the division that got to see the
hurts.
Jets twice, and then got Miami without Tua. I believe they faced Tua. They faced Miami twice without Tua.
Yeah, I mean they don't when they pick the MVP, they don't really, you know what I'm saying, base it off how weak your division is necessarily. But them teams that have the most wins, those players that are playing well, they often just get pushed into the MVP.
If I was a
Specifically the
bet man, I'll
quarterback.
put my money on Lamar Jackson though.
Yeah.
I would too. I think the Ravens win that division. I think Lamar continues to light it up. I don't see how Lamar doesn't end up winning it this year, unless the Ravens collapse at the end of the season.
Might go ahead and throw a little something.
Or
on.
unless somebody else really start balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think there's still an opportunity. I think there's just enough games that like somebody could really, really start balling. You know what I'm saying? Steal it from Lamar. But if on this trajectory, I don't see it either.
Who would y'all say is a dark horse in this whole thing? I mean, the Lions have played some dominant football all season, so it's hard to imagine that not one of their players is even
why
mentioned
not
in
Jared
this.
Goff? Why are we talking about Jared
You know, I
Goff?
was gonna say there's one player that I feel like not getting any consideration who's been balling. That's Baker, man. I mean,
Yeah, the Buccaneers are one of them teams where they haven't been winning, but if some of those games got flipped, they had 8 wins right now. Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield would be in that MVP conversation.
Baker ain't winning no damn MVP, man. Let's keep it serious. But one person that maybe could be
Jared Goff.
a little guy named Patrick Mahomes.
You said a little guy. Pause. Named Patrick.
Little guy named Patrick Mahomes.
G, to your point about Goff, I think he messed up his bid with that 4 interception game or 5 interceptions, however many interceptions he threw.
But
He
still
messed
won
himself
the
up.
game.
But yeah, but that's gonna hurt when you compare that to Lamar. But to Scruff's point, Pat, man, he's having one of his worst seasons. But you know, by his standard, to be 10-1 still is interesting. I could see a scenario where Pat Mahomes wins it.
Yeah, they winning some games, bro.
yeah, I think it's Lamar's to lose. It's definitely Lamar's to lose, Rome. You're right, bro. Because like the only person that logically could catch it, that could catch Lamar is Saquon, bro. And it would take a heroic rushing effort. It would take 3,000 yards rushing to steal it from Lamar. Like real shit.
I think Scruff laid it out, man. If Saquon is gonna get MVP, it's gonna happen this week, and Philly's gonna have to win, and Saquon's gonna have to be the difference. The question is, can he be the difference in Baltimore?
Right, though. He also got to rush for 2,000 yards, and he got to break the record.
He got to do so much to get it because, like, think about it this way, right? You know, Lamar going to put up stats no matter what happens every single game because Lamar getting the ball snapped to him every single play, and he'll run that pass option. But Saquon, he could always have a dud-ass game where it's like 67 yards. And him getting 67 yards at this juncture basically takes him out of the running. You know what I'm saying? If he has a 48-yard game or something, it's basically like, all right, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, Saquon got to go so crazy. Saquon's kind of in the same position Ashton Genty was the last few weeks, where you got to go so crazy at this point to get the award because the person you chasing or the person, you know, that's with you trying to get it is going just as crazy, if not crazier.
What's wild though, and this is why I hate that he's an Eagle, bro. Is hearing you say that, like Saquon could get that 47, that's 68 in a play. like that could be one play for Saquon, to be honest. So I don't think it's that far fetched that he you know what I'm saying, keeps up in this race.
They got
And
5 games left. How many games Eagles got left?
How many games they playing? 17. They've played 11, so yeah, they got 6 left.
Eagles got 6 left, man. I'd say Saquon in those 6 games, he's got to get 1,000 yards in those 6 games to have a shot.
What would that average be? 1,000 all purpose?
It's like 180.
1,000 all purpose is
166. So 160. No, 1,000 on the ground, bro.
On the ground. Yeah.
On the ground, bro.
No. He don't got to though. He need about 800 for real.
Nah, bro. He need 1,000 on the ground, and that's
what's he at right now?
He got 1,392.
Right. So the reason he needs 1,000 on the ground, right, is because Lamar is going to end with 1,000 on the ground himself.
What's
So
Lamar?
you know what I'm
right
saying?
now?
You got to more than double. Like if Lamar about to have 4,000 through the air and 1,000 on the ground, bro. So you got to end with like more. You got to at least double them and then some on the ground at least, dog. Like
Yeah,
if
he
we
not gonna
talking
win.
about giving you this award, bro.
Yeah, he can't win. He can't win against Lamar.
It's an uphill battle, but Saquon's the only one with a shot, in my opinion, bro. Because he's the only other player that could do something spectacular this season. Because at this point, bro, you chasing Lamar, you got to do something more spectacular than what he's doing.
Yeah, he got to create a crazy narrative.
Exactly.
And out of all the tough defense he has left, is only the Steelers and the Ravens. Besides that, he has the Panthers, Commanders, Cowboys, and the Giants. He's gonna get those 2,000 yards.
Saquon?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all he
I-
All right, let's say, okay, let's put it like this. This is why it's going to be so tough for him, right? And this is why it's going to be interesting to watch. And I hope Saquon really goes for it, and I hope the Eagles really give him a shot to go for it. Because let's say on the flip side, Lamar goes crazy. Let's say Lamar goes for 100 yards. Let's say Lamar averages 100 yards rushing the rest of the season in their last 6. He would have like 1,300 on the ground, bro. Like, and that's not unfeasible. The same way Rome feels like, yeah, I think Saquon could do that. It's how I feel like, yeah, Lamar could possibly do that. And if we start talking about Lamar Jackson having running back numbers and Peyton Manning quarterback numbers, like we're talking about 30-something touchdowns and 3 picks, and then on the flip side, like 1,300 rushing yards. This is not just MVP. This is like we're witnessing GOAT shit. And I said this shit earlier in the season, bro. And y'all played me. Y'all played me when I said it. But I said, like, yo, Lamar not chasing like what we think he chasing. Like low-key, he chasing GOAT at this point. And everybody was like, how he chasing GOAT if there's Pat Mahomes? And I was like, I feel you, but listen to the context, bro. Let's say he really goes crazy, right? And now I'm talking crazy, right? But let's just live in a talk crazy land. And Lamar goes for 1,500 on the ground.
To your point, it is Lamar's to lose. If Lamar keeps up these numbers or exceeds them these last 6 games, then there's no chance for Saquon. But if Lamar levels out or starts to teeter down, then I think Saquon, to your point, Saquon gonna have a chance. But it's definitely an uphill battle.
So, yeah, so look, we get to start talking GOAT talk. If Lamar goes that crazy, bro.
I think. Well, all right, if you want to talk GOAT talk though, then we gotta then the playoffs matter. The MVP is a regular season award. If we talking GOAT talk, it's almost like we were talking about earlier with the Bills and Josh Allen before the show. How they beat the Chiefs often in the regular season and then tend to lose to them when it matters most. The Ravens still got that stigma as well. So I can't give Lamar, best QB in the league or GOAT status until I see him beat Pat when it matters most.
Yeah, I think there's a path that Lamar never has to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs and could be considered the GOAT of quarterback.
I mean, right now the AFC playoffs are running Kansas City.
Right now, he's not even past, neither of them are past Brady. So neither of them can be GOATs right now. But they're both chasing ghosts at this point, I feel like. And I feel like Lamar's now in that race to me where what he's doing is so unprecedented, bruh, that it is looking like GOAT shit to me, dog.
Yeah, it's more than one way to get there. I feel you on that, bro.
Yeah, and more than one way to
about championships only, but I feel like Mahomes has been. If you ask me, Mahomes has been, as far in terms of his like statistical performance, bro, he has been like not really as good. His best years were many years ago, like from a statistical standpoint. But like Lamar is just increasing in that area.
Agreed. And at that time, Scruff, to your point, when Pat Mahomes was putting up those crazy statistical numbers, I'm talking about breaking touchdown records and trying to get Peyton Manning's record for y'all, all that type of shit. That's when it was like, bruh, this dude is GOAT. Like, he's not the GOAT right now, So it's like Pat Mahomes not the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? To me, he's not better than Brady to me. But like, at that same time, we were talking about him in that way because it was like, oh, he's going to knock down all these records real quickly. But now it's like, bro. Is he?
Yeah, right.
Like he's still gonna be up there in all the books. But I'm looking at Lamar do shit now where it's like I'm gonna look at Lamar when it's all said and done, and Lamar's gonna be probably top 5 in maybe top 10 in rushing all time, and top 3 in passing all time. Bro, that's some GOAT. That's like we talking GOAT stuff right there, bro. It's not like some normal.
I wouldn't dismiss Pat from this conversation just off of this season. I mean, they've lost some of their weapons. It really hasn't been all that great for Kansas City as far as what's on the outside this season. But I mean, to your point, Lamar has improved as a passer since he got in the game, and he hasn't lost a step as a runner. So he's only gotten better. And I mean, I see what you're saying, Bryce, about him getting in the conversation, but I just need them. Lamar has wilted in the playoffs, bro. Like he's come up small in the playoffs. I just need him to apply what we've seen, especially this season, into the postseason. Like you can't play this well in the regular season and then get to the postseason and have a dud. It's just unacceptable.
Well, let's put some context cool to that, because like he's only been playing bad when it comes against Patrick Mahomes. Him and Josh Allen, when they play against Patrick Mahomes, that's when the shit goes left for these guys.
Right, it's like the boogeyman. Like you can't get like you if you're really gonna be the GOAT, you can't get too psyched out when you play against the guy that everybody is currently saying is number 1.
Yeah, but come on, man. Let's. I get you, and I don't think neither of them ever get too psyched out. I don't think it's that. But
hey, their record against Pat says a lot, man.
Yeah, cool, but it's the Chiefs' record against the Ravens or Chiefs' record against the Bills. So we gotta take that into account too. But I agree with you. The head-to-head matters when we talk about quarterbacks. But at the same time, if Lamar, which he likely will, wins the MVP this year, right? Guess what? He's got one up on Pat. And there's no other quarterback in the entire league right now that has anything up on Pat, but Lamar Jackson would. And he would have more MVPs than him. And people can say that doesn't mean anything, but when it's all said and done, MVPs always mean something. Because when we compare Jordan and Kobe and all them, we be like, we always say how many MVP. We always say finals, but we always say how many time MVP, right? Lamar will have something over Pat, and that's how you start to chase, right? So I'm not saying Lamar is about to get Pat right now as far as the rankings go, as far as GOAT. But dog, I'm seeing a world where it's starting to open up for him. And I don't know if he get there, but
I think if Lamar wins MVP and they get to the Super Bowl and win it or just gets to it, I think that puts him right there with Pat. I think, you know what I'm saying, they're neck and neck. I don't think the gap is that huge. I definitely think Lamar could catch Pat, but it's gotta involve a nice little playoff run.
You know, he already second all time in quarterback rushing yards. About to pass Vic very soon.
When he retires, he'll definitely hold that record.
Pass Vic this season.
Yeah, he'll be holding that record, no question.
All time rushing, and especially because, like, the reason I think Lamar will end up high on the all time rushing is I think he's going to rush for a long ass time. Like I think Lamar got as many years as Pat got left. I think Lamar probably got a few more. Like
I agree, man. I think this is Lamar and Pat are the new Brady and Peyton. You know what I'm saying, for this generation.
I think so.
They not though. They somebody else, bro. Lamar somebody else, bro.
Well, I mean, yeah, Lamar, they're you know.
But he said like as in like they're the 1A
as far as the rivalry, but yeah,
I get what you're saying. But yeah,
but and to your point, Rome, let's think back, let's really think back to how Peyton and Brady unfolded, and in this stage in Peyton and Brady, we all thought Peyton was better, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Dog. At this stage in Peyton and Brady, bro. It was kind of like clear. It was kind of like agreed consensus that Peyton was better, and it wasn't really consensus that Brady was better until Brady got like his fourth jump. Maybe. No,
that's facts. You can ask Greg, man. I used to pound the table for Peyton, bro. I was a Peyton over Tom guy.
It was everybody though.
People don't remember the games, the playoff game where Tom threw the interception in Indianapolis. People forget about that when Tom choked. They don't ever mention that when they talk about Tom's career.
And for a while, it was like Tom had 2 and Peyton had 1, and then Tom just started running things off. You know,
Tom Brady, a big fan of Lamar Jackson, bro. Lamar Jackson, 2 years younger, and like I said, the trajectory, man, he getting better. Mahomes' best days is behind him.
You know, we can't say that yet, but it's looking like it could be true. We can't go that far yet.
Yeah, hop in there, G. They talking crazy about that.
Way too strong, way too much.
Yeah, the Scruff jumped off the ledge. Scruff crashed out, man.
Best days behind him.
I mean, but if
I don't
you're just
know about
judging
that.
off last season, then yes, you know what I'm saying. Like he regressed dramatically over the last, but it could be a lot of factors to that. It couldn't just. It might not just be
Yeah,
him.
I think there's a lot of
You know,
factors to that.
He only regressed in stats because they won the chip. So it's like,
And they're still 10-1. They compete with any team that they're playing against. You know, when you got Pat Mahomes, like the record when they're down in the fourth quarter or something is like 9-2 all time or something with him. It's ridiculous, bro. Like you even when you're losing, you feel comfortable that you're gonna win the game when you got Pat Mahomes. So I mean, we can't speak too ill on his name right now. I mean, I know he's having a down season, but he's done some incredible things in the league.
the Chiefs.
They won the
The
chip
Chiefs
last
got a
year?
winning formula, bro.
Yep.
I'll say that. You know, and I think Pat Mahomes is definitely the engineer, but you know, like there was always that question with the Patriots, right? It was always a question, like, is it Brady or Belichick? And for some reason, there's never that question with the Chiefs, bro. There's never been the like, is it Mahomes or Reed? But when Mahomes has a year like he had last year, and the defense performs like it's performed last year into this year, right? And the and offensive names that you know are popping up like Pacheco's, and you know what I'm saying, Rashee Rice is turning into like stars, and you know, like when we're seeing these things happen, you gotta start asking yourself, bro. Is it as much Reed as it is Mahomes? Is Reed on? Is just he's on the Belichick level type of thing? And hey, I don't know, man. But I know that question's never asked, and like Brady had to deal with that his whole career.
You know why it was never asked with Andy Reid? Because Andy Reid got the same with multiple quarterbacks. He ain't start winning until he had a Patrick Mahomes. And that's why that conversation never comes up when it comes to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. We knew that Patrick Mahomes was that much of a difference maker. Remember, his first official start as a QB, son went to the Super Bowl. And we all knew why he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, nah. I mean, Pat's had a hell of a career. It's a down year. Lamar's up right now for sure in the GOAT talk. But let's keep it pushing, man, because we got Thanksgiving this week, and here in America, always a Thanksgiving tradition is to have football on the TV all day. Traditionally, it's the Detroit Lions with a home game and the Cowboys with a home game. I got to be honest, fellas, as I'm looking at this NFL menu for Thanksgiving, man, this is looking like some nasty mac and cheese, to be honest, bro. Like the Bears, Lions is what we got. The Giants, Cowboys, and the Dolphins, Packers to cap it off, man. This is some mid NFL level Thanksgiving games. I wish they would have done us better with these. I guess they were hoping the Bears would be better. I don't know what they were thinking about the Giants, Cowboys, but what are y'all's thoughts on this lineup, man? Are y'all excited for this? Or y'all gonna be too busy eating and sleep by the time the Packers come on?
Well, I'm going to be hoping that the Giants lose because I want the number one pick. Shit, if the Giants win, I'm going to just turn off the TV, close my tablets, and go to sleep.
What you want the number one pick for, man? So y'all could ruin someone else's life, man? What you doing that for? What you going to do with it?
Got him.
Hey, man. If we don't get a quarterback, we damn sure gonna get that running back from what's my man's name from Boise.
You know what, man? I'm gonna change my pick, bro. Cause like I can't have this, man. I don't want the youth to go to that type of lifestyle, man. So I hope to God that the Giants could pull something out with Tommy DeVito and get out of there with the number one pick, bro. I don't want to see Shedeur Sanders and the new playing for the Giants, bro, out there, just being miserable like they did my boy Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors, man, he's sick out there, man. So the Giants, man, crazy. But yes, I'm gonna pick the Giants. I feel like Tommy DeVito in the spirit of Thanksgiving, he gonna come get some shit. For feel me, we serving up cutlets.
Yeah, man. The battle of the backups, man. I gotta roll with the Giants too for the exact same reasons, Scruff. I don't want them to ruin Shador Sanders' career, man, out there in New York. If I'm Shador, honestly, if I'm any QB and I'm looking at the Giants right now or the Jets or any team in New York, I'm pulling the Eli Manning and I'm going somewhere else. I am not pulling up to New York to play no football.
The
Bryce,
Eli
man, what
Manning done to New York. Oh my God.
what are your thoughts on the Giants Cowboys game, man?
I finally get to feel like a commie fan when everything went down to
Malik
shit.
blinking for hope.
Right, really blink twice if you need Jaden to come save you. But hey, I hate first. Let me just start to comment on the Thanksgiving slate. I hate all these games. I hate all these games with a passion. These are the
What happened? What happened with Caleb Williams, man? Y'all had high hopes for that cocksucker. All of a sudden, y'all forget about him.
AG, shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, I hate all these games with a passion, man. Who was the scheduler, man? Who scheduled this shit, man? Like Dolphins, Packers. I wouldn't want to see them two teams at full strength. I just don't like. I don't want to see them match up, bro.
So random, bro.
This is what I want to see on Thanksgiving, bro. Please give me traditional rivalries. You know what I'm saying? I guess we got a little bit of that with was it Bears and Lions?
Yeah,
I got the Lions. Everything.
What you mean you got a little bit? The Bears and Lions, and then the Giants and Cowboys.
Bro, why couldn't they have the Packers?
The problem is they all suck, bro.
Right. That's what they should have done.
Like,
the Packers line.
They
Packers
already
line would have been lit. That would have made sense. That would have gave me that Thanksgiving feel. You know what I'm saying? But this is just like I feel like it was thrown together. You know, I feel like it was thrown together.
Cooking at the last minute.
Cooking at the last minute on Thanksgiving, man. And you know, we talk all this shit about flexing games. Why don't we flex some Thanksgiving games so I can enjoy my turkey day a little bit more? Why don't we think about doing that? But as far as the Giants and Cowboys goes, it's one of those who the hell cares games. The winner will probably be the team that turns the ball over the most. It's one of the good ass games. Whoever got the most turnovers wins. That's my prediction, bro. Most turnovers wins, bro.
Tommy DeVito, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a dub.
The dub, bro. You know how this shit about to go. It's about to be sloppy, man. Get ready for the slop show. I'm not interested. The Cowboys won't even show up. After miraculous win in Washington, the Cowboys won't even show up to this game. Guarantee you.
Let's make it a little interesting, right? Because we all know, you know, sports betting is a big thing. So I mean, maybe somebody's gonna win some money on Thanksgiving. That's always fun. So when we look at this Giants Cowboys game, the over under is set at 37.5. Bryce just said there's gonna be a ton of turnovers. Do you think that leads to a ton of points? Would you take the over in this, girl?
No, I'll take the under.
The under 37.5. Okay. G, what you taking?
Under 30.
Damn.
Give me the over.
Bryce, you're a bet man. You taking the over under?
I'm buying down on the under. Buy me down to 27.5. Right? These teams couldn't score to save their lives, but these teams suck. You got to suck to let these teams score. And that's
I got Malik Neighbors anytime touchdown in that one. Malik Neighbors gets into the end zone on Thanksgiving.
That's my only fear, is that these teams are both so bad that they're both going to be able to score. But both the offenses are also just so bad. And then you got like the Giants. Who's the Tommy DeVito, bro? Come on, man. Like Cooper Rush is horrible. Like
I can't believe they're not playing Drew Lock. That's crazy.
No, he's gonna play.
Most times
DeVito got a hurt forearm.
Oh, so Lock might play. Lock might actually get in there.
They playing DeVito, man. Stop fucking around, bro. Y'all know what y'all doing.
Yo, so to G's earlier point, man, Caleb Williams, man, drafted number 1, came into the league, ton of hype. Everybody was throwing around the generational talent word. You know, the Bears haven't looked great this season, but they're also the Bears. There's a lot of factors there too. So nobody's giving Caleb Williams a chance to upset the Lions, I'm sure. Does anybody think they cover the 10-point spread?
Yeah, I think they cover.
Scruff taking them to cover. Bryce, you got them covering? The Lions have smoked teams this year. It is a lot.
Smoke you.
The Lions
If you
have
don't come to
smoked
play,
teams.
Lions gonna dust you. 10 is a hell of a lot of points. Man, I got it. Every time we bring up the Bears and Caleb Williams, I got to give G his credit. He did call it. And Caleb Williams has been exactly what G predicted to this point, which is why I don't have faith in the line. I don't have faith in the Bears because of that. But I am not as sold on the Lions as everyone else is, dog. I think I've kind of been this way for a while. I remember I commented on Goff a couple weeks ago when he had 5 picks and the team with the most turnovers found a way to win, right? But yeah, like I'm still not sold on the Lions or Goff. And I can't really point my finger at what it is. I just know what it looks like when a team is like really ready for that next step that everyone's claiming the Lions are ready for. And I'm not seeing that, bro. I'm not seeing that like, y'all can win any type of game. I think I'm not buying it yet. And maybe the Bears can muck it up a little bit and slow the football game a little down a little bit and beat the Lions or get close. So the more I rationalize it, I'll go with, I think, Scruff, it was you that said they could cover, right? Yeah. I'll go with you on that, man. Especially after last week, the receiving core woke up a little bit. What's the total? What's the total for that? Total points?
48.5.
God damn.
I think the Bears cover. Me personally, I think the Bears cover.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams has definitely been struggling, bro, but they got enough talent on that team to not get blown out by the Lions. And I just want my Thanksgiving game to be a little bit interesting.
Let me break it down to you, fellas. The Bears ain't covering shit. The Lions' last 2 games, their defense only allowed 12 points combined in the last 2 games. That means there's a lot of punting going on the other side. And I'll take the under on that game and give me the Lions to cover that spread and to actually beat these bums by 14 points.
I mean, G's been calling it on the Bears all year, so you might be right on
the Jaguars and the Colts, but sure.
Exactly, and the Bears are that much better?
Okay.
Thank you. Point exactly. America or whoever could gamble, find yourself a local bookie, get the Lions to cover and take the under.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that too, D. See, because I was rationalizing that the over hits if the Bears cover, bro. Like the over hits if the Bears cover.
If the Bears cover, right?
Yeah,
ain't nobody covering that shit, man. It's too much of an over. He's basically saying that the Bears defense just didn't show up.
Bro, what you saying doesn't even add up.
The Lions defense didn't show up.
How they gonna cover and beat covered? They're gonna cover 10 points and it's gonna go under. How that makes sense, bro?
The last game it was an under. It was 24-6.
I mean, it's 48, right?
It's 48.5. So I mean, the Lions
going to win like 20-10 or 30-10 or
30-10. Yeah,
that's. I feel like Chicago's the team that ends up getting a lot of turnovers, forcing turnovers, and the defense ends up keeping them in the game. And Jared Goff is the kind of guy that's going to throw picks. So I feel like he's going to throw a turnover.
I will agree with that statement. If they were playing in Chicago, they're playing in Detroit.
Okay, all right.
I guess G's got a point. I can see the Lions covering at home because to your point, Scruff, they could be in the game and then just pull away in the fourth quarter. This could be one of them games that's close, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, Caleb Williams tries to do too much, and now the Lions are up 2 scores.
You know why I also feel this way? Because it was like this, the bookies could have kept us at 10.5 or 11.5. But I think 10 is just a sweet spot that gonna make you nervous enough to make you think the Bears could cover that. And that's how they get you.
So you don't think
line where it's just sweet enough that you don't think they could cover it. They're covering this.
You don't think that Caleb Williams coming off of his best game as a pro kind of rides some of that energy? I mean, he coming off a good game against a solid defense in the Vikings.
And look at the Lions defense, bro. They only gave up 12 points in the last 2 games, and that's a combined 2 games. Those points, there was a Colts, and then the Jaguars.
Yeah, man.
And the Lions and the Bears ain't that much better.
The Bears are better than both of those teams, but
offensively, I think the Bears have more weapons than both of those teams for sure.
A lot more to deal with the Bears. A lot more. You got Swift, Allen,
So Jordan,
DJ Moore, committed tight end.
Josh Downs ain't nobody. Pittman.
No, there's some bodies, but they're not.
Come on, man. They're just as good as those other guys.
No, they're not, bro. None of them are better.
I don't know about that.
Bro.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's one of the best
Keenan
receivers
Allen.
of the generation, bro. Stop it, bro.
Stop it, Five, because he ain't better than Mike Evans. I'll tell you that much.
All right, now we just changed the whole conversation.
Nah,
Hey,
because
listen, bro. The point is,
Are we talking about Mike Evans or are we talking about Josh Downs, bro?
That was a sick narrative switch. That was a sick goalpost move. Like, hey, he did all that move. He thought he was slick with it too.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all try to hold on to y'all money this Thanksgiving, take the Lions to cover and take the under. I promise you guys, that's the freebie of the game of tonight's show.
All right, let's touch on the last Thursday night game before we get out of here right quick. Dolphins Packers, man, that one's set at 46.5, and the Packers are favorites by 3.5. Miami's on a nice little roll, man. They got their weapons back. Jalen Waddle came to life last week. Tua's hitting the check downs. They got a nice little run game going. I think people counted Miami out. They're out the playoffs looking right now, but they're right there on the heels of the Broncos and could make some noise. The Packers are looking sweet right now in the wild card spot and playing tough in their division. Could they possibly catch the Lions? What y'all think about this last game?
Oh, man, I want to take the Dolphins because this is a game that the Dolphins have to show you that they can play in some cold weather. And they're basically all healthy now. They got a healthy Tua. A-Chain is looking good. And then you got Tyreek Hill talking this shit online, putting little subs out there like, yo, like, give me the ball, man. I've been starving out here. Waddle just had a breakout game since Tua came back. I'm gonna ride the Dolphins on this one. I'll take the Dolphins to win, and I'll definitely take what is the over on this?
46.5.
And I'll take this to be the high scoring game of the night.
Okay. Scruff, what you thinking?
My initial pick was the Packers, and then I started to think about the Dolphins and looking at their last couple games. G started to sell me a little bit because they have won the last couple games. But you said cold weather. It got me thinking. I looked at the weather. The weather in Green Bay on Thursday, 31 degrees and snow.
Oh, it's snowing?
That's going to be fun. I don't know if it's going to be like crazy, but it says it's snow showers. So I think that's going to be interesting. I think that favors the Packers. So give me the Packers.
Yeah, if it's snowing, I'm taking Josh Jacobs all day. Anytime touchdown as well. And I would take the under if it snows. I don't see them scoring a lot of points in the snow. Bryce, man, what you think about that Miami Green Bay game?
Tough game to pick, man. Yeah, I don't know. It worries me trying to go off of Miami's last few games because I feel like they've kind of been recalibrating these last few games. So I'm not sure if it's for real or not yet. It kind of reminds me like when you step to the roulette table and you see 3 blacks in a row, you're like, the next one got to be red. I feel like the next one got to be red for Miami. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they probably lose this game outright. Packers, though, is another team. I've gotten burned on both these teams all season, first off. Packers are another team that I don't trust them to cover, bro. Like, what is it, 4? They got to get to 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't trust the Packers, bro. Like, man, I mean, they're coming off a big win against the 49ers, but who do the Niners have in that game, right? They had whatever dude's name is a quarterback.
Brandon Allen.
Packers do. You right about that though, Bryce, because they didn't cover against the Bears.
They've been burning me all season. I ain't even look at the record. I just know
they didn't cover.
Fact, they don't cover.
They've been burning.
They don't cover against the Packers.
They don't cover, bro. So it's it's almost like they're one of those teams where if they win at home, and this lends to the cold weather, I guess. But if they win at home, they're winning by a point or two. They're winning on a last second field goal. You know what I'm saying? That's how they win games. They muck it up, and I respect that. But that's not what we were advertised with Jordan Love. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins just because I've been burned so many times by the Packers. I've also been burned by the Dolphins this season, but been burned a little more by the Packers, bro. Sometimes you got to just go with that. Like sometimes, man, you got to go with the red and black on the roulette wheel. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at with this one. I've been burned by one team. It got to be, yeah. That's how I'm going.
Nah, yeah, that's fair, man. I feel that because I do think this game could go anyway. Miami kind of got to put it all out there, right? Like if they're still trying to make a playoff push, if they have any hope, they can't really lose this game. It's basically a playoff game for Miami, so I think that makes them dangerous. I want to lean towards the Packers. To Scruff's point, if it snows, I'm definitely rocking Green Bay though. I mean, anybody got anything else they want to get off? We got Thanksgiving coming up. Anybody got any special holiday plans coming up?
Oh, me and you both working on Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait, man. Triple time,
Black Friday,
baby.
man. I will say this. I probably
Triple
shouldn't
time,
say this
boy.
live. I might get in trouble later, but I will be on the clock watching that Black Friday game.
Yo, facts.
Right.
Yo, they probably already know that though.
Triple
If I
time
hit your
is
mailbox,
insanity.
don't report me.
Are they taking
Triple
one day?
time.
Are they taking 1 day applicants just for Black Friday? Can I come in and just for Black Friday get that triple time, bro? What the hell?
Yeah, Black Friday is a very profitable day
So
in
everyone
the
gets triple
shipping
time?
industry. It's holiday pay.
It's holiday pay on top of the you.
Holiday pay is automatically triple time.
Yeah, because you don't really get to work holidays except for this one, for real. A select few might work some other holidays. A select few.
Get back.
It's what can Brown do for you? And Brown does a lot.
I mean, it's choices in life, bro. It's different types, bro. You feel me? Y'all got y'all thing. Y'all do y'all triple. I feel the triple time on the money. I probably would do that shit, but you feel me? I do triple time on the PTO. You feel me? I ain't about to touch no work from Thursday to fucking Sunday, bro.
Triple time on the PTO.
No, that's wicked.
Why? I'm already mentally checked out, bro. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't have a single meeting. Like I'm done. I'm already done for the
way, bro. I'm the same way. I took off Friday too, man. I had a little floating holiday I had to use. But
see, my job actually recognizes the day after Thanksgiving as a holiday. It's an observed holiday.
Yeah, my company doesn't recognize that. Nasty work.
Nah, yeah, I be jealous of everybody with the off time this time of year, man. And shit must be nice, man. I don't remember what Christmas feels like no more, man. To me, it's just work.
Real.
To me, it's just work, bro.
Triple time. I wouldn't know what Christmas felt like. 4th of July, Independence Day. I wouldn't know none of these holidays felt like. All right,
this fool just said July, 4th of July twice. This fucker.
He's celebrating on the 5th.
This guy, yeah. 4th of July, Independence Day.
You taking off twice, 4th to the 5th.
Hey, what you doing on the 5th?
Leftover cookout food is crazy.
Yo, triple time and a floating holiday would be a cheat code. Cause I'm gonna choose my own triple time day. Oh, we lit.
Oh,
Big
y'all don't know, right? Y'all know next year, 4th of July, I think it lands on a Friday.
Oh, I don't know. That's crazy. That's gonna be a good weekend.
You do nasty work with the plan ahead, because to know that 4th of July lands on a Friday, man, I gotta be like you.
Nah, I mean, if it is on a Friday, I gotta plan ahead too, because that's a wild weekend right there.
Hell yeah, I like how you plan, bro. I gotta get on my shit.
The only reason why I know this because at our job, unfortunately, I gotta schedule vacation weeks in advance. So
you should have just put your shit in.
Yeah, so I already put my shit in already. So I navigate through that shit. I'm like, do I want to take this week off? Fuck no. I get paid on that Friday, so I'm gonna just come in for a 4-day week and then have a 3-day weekend. And if you're smart, you ask for that Monday off. So you come in, you go into a 4-day weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm for the people. Come vote for Pedro next November. Hey, look at him back.
This nigga.
How does he do this shit, bro?
I'm just that motherfucker. You heard me? I'm for the people, and the people are for Pedro.
How does he do this shit, bro? This man just got fireworks on his whole screen, bro.
G hitting up, left, right, down. He got the cheat code.
I'm convinced he has no clue how he did that.
He doesn't, but he's the only
None.
one that ever does that shit.
Bro,
Yeah,
man just got
that's
fired
wild.
at the perfect time. Like that shit was like some real AI shit, bro. I don't like it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yo,
What is
listen, I'm
going
here
on?
for y'all, man. I'm here to help y'all out, man. Listen, I can't say that I'm never here for the public. I'm always here to help y'all out. I'm here to help y'all gamble. I'll tell you guys, take the Chiefs to not cover this Friday, because that'd be a wicked 12. I don't like that. Because the Raiders and the fucking Chiefs always play a tough schedule, always play tough for some reason. The Raiders come out to play, and that's the 12.5. I'm not taking the Chiefs to cover that. I'll take the Chiefs to win money line, but not to cover.
Oh, so the Raiders a good team, but the Bears not a good. They the same team, bro. But that's cool. It's a division game, though. I respect that.
Nah, I'm taking the 12.5 in that one. Raiders got a backup QB, short week. They about to get cooked.
Yeah,
Ah, see, with the Chiefs not even like that for real to go out and just blow everybody out, bro.
No,
Nah, not this year.
They about to
But
play
look-
a nice
look at the
close
look
game
at
with the
the Carolina
Raiders and
game.
beat them by 7 at the end. Give me the Raiders to cover.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to lose, but I'm just saying the Chiefs are not going to cover that 13 points because you need 13.
They play with
I
their
think
food,
they get their one blowout in this Black Friday. Blowout
So,
sales.
The
So then
Chiefs play with
why
their
keep?
food, man.
I don't like it because why not the spread make it higher? Why 42.5?
If the Raiders still had Minshew, I would give them a chance. Who are they rolling out? Who's their backup? Adrian O'Connell. You got AOC at QB.
Yeah.
You're not covering.
Nah, but remember that game he randomly had like 70?
The Dems are down too bad. You're not covering.
Who said
AOC.
the Dems?
Nah, I'm playing, man. They're gonna have me on some crazy shit talking about black men don't vote correctly. Leave me out of it, internet.
Wait, but I thought they said the black man and the white and the black woman all voted for it. You know what I mean?
It's all G's fault.
Hey, man. Theo Trumpito out here, man.
Hey, y'all have any political comments that ever happened at the Thanksgiving table? You know, it's Thanksgiving. Everybody got that one crazy uncle or aunt, to G's point earlier in the show, to say something a little crazy, y'all.
Man,
Y'all ever
I'm
have that
coming with the
situation?
MAGA hat, so I'm ready for all the smoke.
Hey, bro. All I know,
G,
G, you wouldn't be invited to my Thanksgiving table, brother.
Yeah,
Man.
or I might catch an ass
They would
whooping
say-
you
they
pull up
would be
to
saying
my shit in a MAGA
one
hat.
crazy comment. You gonna have to go, bro. That's how they coming this year.
Clearly, this is your demographic still voted for Theo Trumpito. Because some way, somehow, this man won all those swing states unanimously. So that goes to show whoever said they voted for who ain't really voted for who.
Yeah, we about to do a big family reunion type shit for Thanksgiving this year. So I'm honestly very interested to see how the conversations go.
Oh man, Keith, don't try to stay away from the politics, man. Especially
Cool.
with family you ain't seen in
Stay
a
away
minute.
from
You
it,
know,
bro.
Right,
if it's-
I'm
if it's
gonna
family-
just let them. I'm gonna let them speak.
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. I let people talk. I don't even comment on it no more, man. It's not worth it, and it's a lose-lose situation, bro. And it's sad that it is that way, but
Facts.
Yeah, I ain't trying to talk about that shit over Thanksgiving, man. That's not the vibes, bro.
Yo, quick question before we head out. So the real big night game of the week is Baltimore versus the Eagles. What we got?
Nah, chill, man. I ain't getting no more picks.
Yeah, Scruff said no secrets out of me on that one. We already know you winning, so it's the Eagles though. I got Baltimore at home.
So Baltimore favored by 3. Flat out. The over-under is 50.5.
It's over.
I'll take the over, and I'll take the 3. You said 3.5 for Baltimore?
No, 3. Flat out 3.
Just 3 flat? Damn, that's tough. I hate when they be flat.
give me Baltimore with the under, man.
Baltimore spread or money line?
I like them both, but I like the under though. Cold weather game. There's gonna be a lot of running the football in that game. Best running backs in the league, best rushing quarterbacks in the league, or 2 of them.
Bryce, you often say, you judge, who's the better quarterback in these head-to-head situations. Is this a fair assessment of who's the better running back in this situation? Because you've said Derrick Henry, best running back in the league for years.
Right, but it's tough because like that is so much on the coaching and what's schematically going to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yeah.
you know I've been saying for years, bro. Give Derrick Henry over 20 carries in the game, you're going to win. You know, I mean that's just proven, dog. Like basically, you know, and it's almost the same with Saquon. So first to 20 carries is probably the winner. Real shit,
That's a
though.
good way to look at it, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna track that during the game. I'm gonna see it. Whoever wins for 20 carries first. I think first to 20 wins that game, bro. But
Yeah, I might keep up with that too. That's a good point.
I still think Derrick Henry's the best back in the league, though. But I think Saquon, due to recent events, I have to. He's gaining. Derrick Henry's just been a modicum of consistency that Saquon hasn't been over his career. But man, that ever since that backwards leap is been over, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, when you want the Giants, man, it's hard to succeed when you on the Giants, man.
He succeeded on the Giants, but he wasn't healthy.
That's what I'm saying. That's how amazing he is. He's so good. He actually looked good on the Giants, bro. And now he on a good team, bro. Look what he got. Look what he got going for him, bro.
Yo, Raekwon Smith playing, Nick, or what?
I don't know.
Are you going to that game?
Yeah, you already know. I'm gonna be there. Yeah, buddy.
Yes,
I got me a
sir,
little
sir.
Saquon shirt. I got a joint where he jumping over the dude backwards.
Oh
Man, that's
you
crazy.
Have a fat Italian guy on your
A
titties, no
Saquon
Nah.
shirt jumping over Big Dom backwards. That's crazy. Sick work.
Nah, Big Dom not on it, but Big Dom got replaced. The new
Jumping
joint
backwards
is
into
Saquon.
Big Dom's arm.
Nah.
Hey man, I can't wait till we play the Eagles again, man. I hate y'all. I just gotta say that before we go. Fucking hate.
You know where we get to get back on all these fools at the end of the season, bro.
I fucking hate Philly.
Hey, bro, we coming back for everybody that got us early, man. We coming back for all of them.
All right, man. Y'all know how we end it.
Oh, y'all play Christmas
know we ain't never
weekend.
sure.
That's tough.